If I lost everything today and had to start a brand new local service business from scratch in 2026, I wouldn't pay for any billboard advertising, and I certainly wouldn't pay for any shared leads from Angie's or Yelp. There is only one place I would focus my energy, and that is ranking #1 on Google Maps and AI search results. Most business owners think that SEO takes years or costs a fortune, but the truth is, if you actually know how the algorithm works in 2026, you can dominate your local area in a matter of months. My name is Noah Igler, and I've helped dozens of local service businesses go from invisible to showing up #1 on search results. And in this video, I'm going to break down the exact process I would follow in order to go from invisible and choosing my business name to getting the phone to ring in 2026. You can literally copy and paste it step by step. Let's get into it. So before you launch your business, choosing the right business name is super important. The reason for this is if you choose it incorrectly, you won't have an advantage to showing up locally. But if you do follow my framework here that I'm about to show you, you can actually have a direct advantage to ranking #1 on Google. The thing is, you probably don't want to name your actual business the exact keyword you're trying to rank for, but there is a workaround, which I call the DBA loophole. So you can register a clean LLC name like Smith Services LLC. Then you file a DBA or doing business as, or otherwise known as a fictitious name with the target keyword you're actually trying to rank for. So you could make that Smith Plumbing and Drain Cleaning. The reason this is important is because when you go to name your Google business profile, that profile on Google Maps, you won't be able to just stuff keywords in there, but having keywords in your business name does directly help you rank higher. So by having a DBA, we're able to prove to Google this is a real name we operate under, and therefore we can actually include that keyword in the business name. To do so, you will need business registration, a DBA document with that address you're adding to the profile, as well as utility bill or lease information with that doing business as your company name. This is one of the only ways that Google will actually let you put that keyword in your business name. For example, I've been working with an HVAC company for a couple years now, and a couple months ago, they tried to change their business name without even running it by me. And what they did wrong was they didn't get a doing business as for that target keyword, and so it actually got suspended. After setting up that new DBA with the target keyword they want, as well as building citations around that new business name, we were able to get that business name live on their Google business profile. So to get verified on Google Maps in 2026, it's a little bit complicated. Typically, you'll need to shoot a video to verify your actual business and information is correct. In that video, here's what I recommend you actually show. Start by showing street signs outside of the business, so literally showing the names of streets nearby. Then you can show adjacent or nearby businesses. So if you have a neighbor, just show their sign and their address. Then show yours and your permanent sign outside your business. Then walk through the doors, try to unlock it if possible. Walk into the office, and then on your desk, what you're going to want to have is A, work equipment in the room, and then B, have your DBA, your lease information, your utility bills all printed out on the desk, and then get close-up shots of them all. If you follow that step-by-step process in your video verification, chances are you're going to get verified. Once you're verified, and this is super important, do not touch or change a single thing on your profile for at least 7 days. So what I mean by that is once your profile goes live, you'll probably get an email. Do not add a photo, don't get any reviews, don't change any settings, don't add your website, literally not a single thing, because if you do in that 7-day period after it goes live, it's very sensitive and the chances are you might get suspended. Cool. So once you have that Google business profile live, here's exactly how you optimize it to show up in search results. There's absolutely no need to overcomplicate this. Just follow my checklist. Step 1, add all of your services under the Edit Services tab and include keyword-rich descriptions for each target service. Step 2, make your opening date on the profile when you opened the business, not that business profile. So for example, if the company's been open for 35 years, your dad used to run it, include that business registration date instead of when you opened the Google business profile. Google does give a slight ranking advantage to older businesses. Step number 3 is under your service area section. Even if you have a physical location on your profile, which I recommend, you are going to want to make sure every single point in that service area you mentioned, you can drive to within under 2 hours. Step number 4 is you have your web page, so the page on your website linked to the Google business profile, and you have all your social medias linked to the profile as well. Step number 5 is to add products. So I specifically recommend this for lower ticket or more productized services, but you can also do it for higher ticket services depending on what you offer. You can actually add your services as products, and this allows you to choose use starting price, as well as put a graphic or an image of it, and it just helps you show up in search results. So once your Google business profile is fully optimized and you followed my checklist, let's move on to the website. I hear of way too many local service businesses that are starting up that pay a design firm $10,000, $20,000 for a new business website. Huge mistake, because to get more leads from Google and get more customers and literally make more revenue, you do not need a beautiful branded business website. In fact, all you need is something that is SEO optimized and that converts. So here are the 3 most important types of pages you need on your website. Number 1 is the homepage. This is where you list out your business information. You make it clear what services you offer, what service areas you service, as well as anything else unique about your company. The second type of page is a service page, and you want to have one of these per each main service. I see this all the time where companies put all their services on one services page, and Google has no clue how to actually rank you for those services because you don't have enough content about them. So you need a dedicated page per each service. The third type of page is a location page. So you're going to want to make one of these per each location you serve for the same reasons as the service pages. So here's a really good example of a simple home service website that just converts. You can see it's very clear how to contact them. There's 2 different main CTAs right there. And in fact, they are sticky. So when I scroll down, they'll always be at the top of the page. They also have a lead magnet form here. So if I have a service, I'm more likely to click on it and just jump right into their kind of funnel. And it just simply calls out exactly what they do. They have their reassurances here. This is a masterclass of a home service website. Phase 2 is building trust. So let's talk about Google reviews. Likely you understand the importance of Google reviews, but realistically, Google reviews are about 30 to 40% of what it takes to show up number 1 on Google Maps. Google's main goal is to connect users or searchers with businesses they can trust. And there's literally not a better way to show Google you're trustworthy and customers actually trust you than having really good Google reviews. The thing is, a really common myth I hear all the time is that you need the most Google reviews in your area in order to rank number 1, and that is not true. Here's what actually matters. Number 1 is frequency or velocity. So this is how consistently do you get reviews. In the past month, if I filter by newest on your Google business profile, do you have 2 reviews or do you have 30 reviews? Next is rating. So if you have a 4.2 star profile and all your competitors have 4.9 stars, there's just 0 chance you're going to get any calls if you even show up on Google. Your average rating is very important, not only for showing up on Google, so Google's algorithm does take that into account, but also to convert customers, for people to see your profile and click on it and say, I trust them, I'm going to call them. Next is total number of reviews. It's not the most important, but it 100% matters. If your competitors have 600 reviews and you have 25 reviews, you're going to have a very difficult time ranking at the top. Next is review quality. So a quality review is one that mentions the service and the location that you did the service in, as well as maybe even includes a photo. And reviews with photos do typically carry more weight. The last thing is responding to reviews quickly. So I would recommend within 12 hours or at least 24 hours to respond to all reviews, good and bad. Google literally tracks how quickly you respond to reviews as an activity signal, and it gives you more trust. Let's talk about profile content. So building out the photo and content section of your profile is incredibly important, not only for Google to see that you're active, but also for other people and customers to look through your photos and see you actually do good work. The best photos to put on your profile are going to be before and after photos or just after photos, photos with your team, photos of your branded vehicles, either at a job site or driving around, and then also your equipment. When starting a new profile, I recommend putting up 10 to 20 photos, but after that, try to put up new photos every single month. We work with businesses that have really good reviews, really strong profiles, and awesome websites that are set up for SEO correctly, but they don't have a lot of photos, and they are literally at a ranking disadvantage. All it takes is adding 5 to 10 new photos every single month, and you will watch your rankings climb, and you'll get more calls from people who find you in search results. The next section is citations across the internet. Citations are profiles in online business directories. I recommend making profiles in the top 10 directories, so that's going to be Yelp, Angie's, Yellow Pages, Apple Maps, etc. And then once you're done with the main directories, move on to more local directories, starting with your local chamber of commerce. It is critical that you use the same name, address, and phone number as listed on your Google business profile. Otherwise, Google Google will see these inconsistencies and just not attribute the right trust to your business. By the way, if you're too busy running your business and don't want to deal with setting up citations, building out the website pages, and optimizing your profile, my team can handle all this for you. Click the first link in the description to book a free consultation with us today. So phase 3 is the growth engine. Let me reiterate the importance of activity signals. Google literally prioritizes businesses that are active on their Google platforms. So that includes posting new photos, adding posts or updates from your Google business profile 2 to 3 times per week with good images and keyword optimized descriptions. That includes responding to reviews within 24 hours. That includes adding questions and answers on your Google business profile every month. The thing is, most competitors of yours will quit those things after 30, 60 days because they don't think it works. But if you stick it out for 5, 6, 7, 8 months, you will see the compounding effects of really good SEO. Next is website authority. So to build out trust on your website, you're going to need what are called backlinks. Backlinks are essentially links from other websites that point to your website and therefore count as almost a vote of confidence or a vouch from that website to yours in Google's eyes. The thing is with backlinks, you can buy a bunch of them online and they're going to be pretty crappy because they're going to have high traffic, high domain authority, but they're not going to be relevant to your business. My approach to building backlinks for your company to get Google to trust you more is actually doing outreach to local businesses and local newspapers or magazines. The reason for this is Google looks at these local businesses and say, okay, if you're trying to rank locally, we need other people in the local area to vouch for your business. So what I recommend doing is just outreaching a bunch of local businesses and ask for a partnership or just offer to pay them for a link from their website. I also recommend joining the local chamber of commerce as well as even sponsoring local events or even little league teams. This is all for the goal to get a backlink from a local business. If you can build a couple quality links every month, Google will trust your business profile and your website infinitely more, and I promise it will help you rank higher on search results. So just to reiterate everything, your Google business profile is not a set and forget thing. It can be your greatest marketing asset if optimized and utilized correctly. Companies that show up number 1 on Google are taking all the calls. They are doing so because they understand the importance of ranking at the top of Google, as well as the work that it takes to get there. The best part of all this is that local SEO compounds over time as you build more citations, more links, get more reviews, and improve your SEO. Most businesses and your competitors will let their SEO fail because they don't stick with it consistently and patiently enough. You see, ranking number 1 on Google isn't even about tricking the algorithm. It's about proving to Google that you are the most active, reputable, and relevant business in your local area for your services. And if you follow the blueprint that I laid out in this video, as well as my other videos, starting with the exact match business name, stacking reviews, citations, building trust, and then building out your website and profile correctly, you will dominate your local area, guaranteed. You can try to figure out all the technical details yourself. If you want, you can check out my other videos or follow me on Twitter for daily SEO tips, or you can have my team do it all for you. If you want to fast track your results and get your business listed number 1 on Google and AI search results, book a free consultation with me at the first link in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.